Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina and it is just such a great day to be here crafting with you. Okay, so today I'm doing a second layout that I've created as part of a workshop series for this Simple Stories. It's stars, stripes, and sparklers, and one of the things that I really loved about this was the added burst of that yellow. It just gives such a bright, shiny feel to it. Just like, I don't know, I can't describe it. It just drew me in and I really liked it. Here are the stickers. Now, as I said, this is the second layout for this series. I'm going to be bringing in lots of these stickers, but you'll notice a ton of them have like a picnic kind of vibe or fireworks. And I am doing, this is 2 more pages, my final 2, for a trip that Jacob and I took to Ellis Island last year. So since we don't do a lot on 4th of July and, you know, go see a lot of fireworks, we can just go right in our backyard and stuff. I thought, why not do something that would also lend to a patriotic theme for this? And this is perfect. This is, as I said, my second layout. So a lot of these stickers I'm going to be able to keep for just family barbecue, which is kind of nice. Okay, so the inspiration for the layout is right here. This is a Close to My Heart catalog from several years ago. And you can see here it has those diagonal pages, or those diagonal triangle cuts in there. And I'm going to be kind of remixing and remaking that. Oh, this is how I love to keep, I've torn up all my catalogs and my magazines, and if I have things that I want to make, that I want to share, that I want to remix, this one is titled Scrapbooking. I make this my scrapbooking, and then I can go to this and just, I have multiple of these, and I can just pull out all kinds of ideas. I am going to have enough after doing this project. I'm going to have enough creative ideas to last me for the rest of my life. Okay, and the original design that I did for this would have been the orientation for my photos. You can see here I would have had portrait photos mainly, and then a landscaping photo, but we're going to change that up. I'm going to go ahead and move these aside, and here's your gutted paper. And then you'll have these 2, and in your kit you will have some yellow stripes. Now, if you make these stitched backgrounds, I really didn't want to see the paper sticking on the outside of it. I just wanted to kind of see it through. So this really worked for me. That's a way you can really get a beautiful look and not use up much more paper, not use that whole sheet. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and trim close to the center there where the hole is. This is my gutted paper. This is a 1-inch gut all the way around. It leaves a 10-inch hole. All right, and we'll put our paper here on the top. I'm just going to eyeball center it, which sometimes works out for me and sometimes doesn't, but done is better than perfect. And I'm really looking to just kind of scrapbook a lot faster at this point. I feel like scrapbooking has become somewhat complicated in some areas, and it can be overwhelming at times to feel like all your pages have to be at this, you know, magazine level, we'll call it, or, you know, whatever it is. So I've been trying to embrace simpler designs. All right, here we go. And I'm finding that I love it. I really am enjoying the simpler side of my scrapbooking. So I feel like I'm starting a whole new journey. All right. There we go. All right. Now we'll bring in our other pieces. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and play decrease my pieces. And I'm going to mat my photos. This is I'm going to say kind of a 4x6. All of these pictures were done on my selfie. And so what I do is, after the selfie does not print true 4x6 photos, so after they come out, I shave about another 1/8 of an inch off. So my photo might look like it has a little more room around it if you are putting yours on at this time. I'll make sure I put the QR codes on the cover sheets of these workshops, so it'll bring you right back to this video. All right, a few measurements. Let me get you this, just in case if you're looking to remix that. That's an 11 by 11. These are 2x2s. We're going on these 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, that Statue of Liberty. I'll chat a little bit about my pictures in a few after we get a few things done. Why I chose what I chose. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side of those photos too, so we don't have to come back to them. Since I have an addition to this particular layout that I'm going to be adding, you can get a lot of bang for your buck in a layout just by incorporating one element, like just by adding one element. Focus on adding one element, and that could be, you know, wood shapes, it could be paper tucking, it could be background stamping. But if you just add one element, you should be good. Oh, so on this one here, let me see, where am I putting this one? I have a chip out on my paper. I'm going to try to hide it. It happens. It's only mine. All right, there we go. My pictures are out. Okay, I'm going to bring this in and go ahead and start putting this together. Okay, so I'm going to line my my pieces up first, just so I can get my spacing down. I want to make sure that, you know, my spacing is where it's gonna be, you know, spot on. This one here looks really good to me. I have that gap in the middle that kind of shows everything off. Oh, you also have enough to add a piece inside of here with your triangle pieces as well, if you wanted to do that. I'm moving in just a little bit more. Okay, I think I'm gonna be okay right there. I'm not going for perfection. I don't really have time for perfection in my life. I don't know about anybody else. Oh, and your stripes on both pages, like these stripes go this way. You may have gotten a kit where the stripes go the other way, but both stripes will match on both of your pages. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, honestly, but there we go. So easy to just do some triangles. Okay, so for this triangle, let me give you a measurement on, I don't know why I put it that way. So what you're going to do to create your triangles is, you can see this is a 9.5, 9.5, and you're just going to cut it on the diagonal. And if you're lucky enough, when you cut it on that diagonal, you'll be able to use, you know, one side for one page and then the other half of that triangle for your either right or your left page, depending on which one you're working on. It doesn't always work out that way though, because, you know, sometimes you just have to yield to the paper, right? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one here. You can see what I mean by those stripes. I'm going to more guess on this side. So once again, this is going to be the same thing. This one here is a different cut. That one you would normally cut in fourths. I'm going to kind of eyeball and say, okay, well, that one is about here. So let's move this over here. I'm kind of looking like, oh, this is about right here and that's about right there. And just kind of getting, you know, a look-see, so to speak. Okay, so for these triangles, you would cut a square, and see, you can see it's 6.5 by 6.5, and then in half again. Okay. I feel like, there we go. This one goes this way. Okay. I feel like my gap is going to be just a little bit bigger here, so I'm just going to be a little more careful. Probably because I'm down just a little too far, but it's going to work out. You could also, if you are looking to use up paper, we have so many people looking to use up paper right now, add solids underneath. Add solids underneath, whether you decide to put the two squares right on top of each other, 1/4 of an inch smaller. So you cut one at 6.25 by 6.25, and then you cut one 6 by 6, and you put them on top of each other, and then you cut them in half. You can do it that way as well. That will help you use up some of your papers too. We have so many people that are just looking to use up paper. Okay, I am turning my photos this way. So you can see I have this picture at the top here. I'm going to have to put something over in the corner because I really like my pictures laid out like this. This is going to work. Here we go. So originally I had anticipated my photos going like this. With this orientation, you can see it's going to work out perfectly. Even if you turn them, going to work out perfectly. Now you can do both of them at the top and then add your bottom pieces to either side, however you would like them, whichever way you want to go. Or you could do one up at the top and then bring the other one to the bottom, like so. All right, so really just think of them as background pieces. I'm going to put both of mine at the top because I'm creating a pocket on the one side. All right, so here we are. We went over to Ellis Island, and this is the boat that we rode on to get over. It was Miss New Jersey. So we took a picture there, and I had the name in the background, and I really liked that. I thought that worked out, that particular picture worked out so well. I was very, very happy with it. And then I have some additional pictures. This is the view pulling up to the island, and you can see there's the Statue of Liberty, which is on a separate island, and this is Ellis Island. And then I pulled in a couple of extra things. The Statue of Liberty, which is the iconic thing that everyone looked for that was coming in. When you had seen that Statue of Liberty, it was such a symbol that you had reached it. You know, you'd reached the destination. This is a picture of Ellis Island that someone had hand drawn. And then I have a picture inside. This is up on the second floor of where people would have came in to be processed through immigration. And just some outside pictures. Jacob, as we were pulling into dock there, and all these buildings. Now, I mentioned yesterday in my video, you don't get to see most of this. You really have a limited amount. You get to see the outside. But if you take the hard hat tour, the hard hat tour is the way to go. The hard hat tour was absolutely amazing. And that hard hat tour takes you into some of the abandoned buildings. It is just incredible. All right. I am going to have a lot of journaling, and I mean a lot of journaling, because of that hard hat tour. So I'm going to put these photos down. This one here, I think I'm going to do differently. I'm just looking, and I think I kind of like them the way they are. But just want to check. Nope, I like them exactly the way they are. All right. Leaving this one alone, but kind of sizing it up where it's going to be. I need to know if I'm going to overlap, because if I'm going to overlap it, this is going to go on foam tape. I just want to kind of check that out. We're going to go ahead and put this one on. I love these papers. They're so pretty, and they're very different than just the typical July 4th papers that I have seen. So I really had a great time working with them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two kind of off like this. Just tilt it a little. This is a great spot to add more, and you can always just add with some white paper from your stash and get a few more pictures in there. Okay, for this one over here, I am going to do some foam tape. I just have 1/4-inch foam tape, and I have a piece of white paper. My white paper's been cut at 5.5, 4 1/4. 5.5, 4 1/4. I just want to size it up. Make sure when I use that 1/4 inch, see, it's going to be tight. And I do want it to pop out just a little bit. I want to notice the fact that it's there to pull it out. I saved one little label, so we're going to use that. All right. We'll go ahead and just nice and close to the edge. If you're using 1/8 inch, you have a little more wiggle room. And you don't really need to seal this. It doesn't have to be sealed, because it's not like a shaker. We're just going to have a a piece of paper tucked back there. And I have a lot, so having this two-sided paper is perfect, both sides of that white piece of paper, but also there's enough room here that if I find I need more room, and one of my wonderful crafty people who joined me had asked where I was going to do all my journaling, and I said, I think you'll notice something coming up, like a little pocket. Well, here it is. Okay, we're going to put that on there. This one is going to go right here, and this one is going to go right. I think I'm going to switch them. I don't love that red on that red, so I'm going to keep them this way, but I'm going to change my photo. I have this nick that I took out of this paper right here. It's only mine, but we'll just go ahead and hide it. Ta-da. Magic, right? And now when I place this, if I place it up here, you won't be able to see it as much. I think about that much will do it. So I have this under, or this under and this over. And we'll put this one right next to it. I think scrapbooking is just so therapeutic. It's on the days that I am not my best, that nervousness, anxiety, stress, everyday life, just scrapbooking does something that just brings me back and makes me feel that like everything's okay. You know, focus on this stuff. Everything's okay. And so thank you guys for sharing this journey with me. This already looks good, but let's add some extra bits. Okay, so our piece slips right back here. I'll have plenty of room to do my journaling. I'm going to go ahead and grab the stickers. All right, I knew I wanted to do America the Beautiful. So we'll put that right there. Yep, right on my arm. This little one here is the one that I was saying we had saved a tab, so we'll have that. I like the United We Stand, so I'll grab that. I'm going to add some words here at the end. I think the flag would be a good one. I do like Land That I Love, but I'm looking at quite a few stickers here, so I just want to choose wisely at this point. All right. I think that might do it for me. Okay, so now I can look at the stickers I've chosen. All right, this also helps me get off a little bit of the sticky depending on what I want to do. And I'm just going to start kind of layering some of my stickers in. I could have used this in that bottom corner to cover it, so, you know, no issues there. I think I would like these kind of poking out if I'm going to, on the blue, I think is going to look the best. So we'll do one here. We'll tuck right under there. We'll grab the other one and we'll do it here. I try to keep my adhesive away from the very edges of my photos because I do like to tuck my photos. Okay, for this here, we want to make sure that the stick isn't going to come back and not be our friend. So after we stick it, let's go ahead and just kind of grab our anti-static pouch. Oh, there we go. And I can see that it's crooked. Let me try that again. Crooked like me in life. All right, I think that's a little closer. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give it a little rub and then this off camera, just so I don't end up with all that powder all over my layout. And I'm just going like this, hitting it with that anti-static bag. If you have a little cornstarch, baking soda, baby powder, it'll all do the same thing. How great is that? I like it. I've got the diagonal stripes going. I got all kinds of good things. This one here says United We Stand. It's going to fit perfectly right down here. I like that. Boy, I'm out of stickers that fast, right? Let's grab some foam tape. That fast those stickers went. They were easy. I'll make sure I bring in some of those words, though. I really like the words. I'm a big fan of the words in general, usually. There we go. right there. There we go. I like that. Here's the United We Stand. Same thing, do a little foam tape on that one as well. I'm eyeballing another sticker over here. You can see how just this patriotic layout now becomes, it doesn't have to be about July 4th. There's so many patriotic things that we have that we can scrapbook, that we do, places we visit. It could just be even about your history or something that is traditional to here in America. Okay, so I'm gonna let it come down pretty low here. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now we have all these little stickers, and I'm a fan of these. It's true. I really do like Land That I Love, and I think I'm going to use that. This is just getting some of that sticky off. I had this, I took this picture back a little ways, and so I had this extra spot here in the floor, and I didn't love it, and I was hoping that something would kind of speak to me to cover that up. My picture from the first floor was much better because it was right there. So sometimes, you know, this is a great way though to just kind of take up some space in your picture if you have a little more than what you want. Like I trimmed off of the water side on this one when I trimmed that 1/8 of an inch off. There you go. All right, and now we have America, Liberty. I'm going to bring in some of these smaller words, and I'm just going to use a couple at a time. Right here, one that says freedom, and then fun is next to it. I'm just going to cut off the fun. There we go there. I'm just looking at all the, here's Lamb That I Love again. Could use that twice. Wondering if I am low enough that I could fit, might be able to fit one there. Okay, I want to get a couple over here before I use them all up because I will. All right, we'll do, there's one here that says peace, love, and America. And I'm just cutting off after the love. It'll say America again. There we go. That is a red one. I'm also paying attention to the color that I'm putting the stickers on top of. This says Star Spangled. This one says Stars, Stripes, and Sparkles. I'm just going to do the stars and stripes. And then this one says proud. I'll put proud right down here at the bottom. There we go. Really coming together. Okay, there are a couple of fireworks here and stuff like that, and I think they're pretty generic, you know, if you want to add those, you know, especially since we have these and it has that vibe. If you're doing 4th of July, I would definitely add all of them. Okay, I have a couple of hearts that I saved for this, so I know where I'm going to be adding bling. I'm going to grab, oh, can I get that off? I would much prefer to have the dark blue one there because I have a good bit of the lighter blue. There we go. I'll take the light blue that I have right here. There we go. There's a navy star. Put that right there. Here's a nice gold yellow star. We'll put this one over here. All right. And just kind of picking off everything that I want to use. I think that's going to do it for me, actually. Look at that. Worked out so good. Diving into my bling. I have some red and blue. I'm always looking to use up the hearts and the stars. I can use dots all day, but I struggle to use up the hearts and the stars. It seems like, you can see I always have like extra hearts and stars. So I'm trying to make a little bit of an effort to kind of use those up, because I will be purchasing packages that have more just the dots in it. All right, I'm gonna put, I just kind of like to move it around and see where there might be a spot for me to put different little things. I'm putting 2 little hearts in the middle of the bursts. That looks super cute. Grab some of this red out, and I want to use the middle red. See, once again, now I'm like, I really want more dots than anything else. Maybe some stars. I could do some stars on this one. All right, there's a red one. And we'll add a few stars. And yeah, I'm counting. All right, so we're good. We'll put this one here. Okay, and then down here, I'm gonna just add like another little star, kind of just spreading those out. I wanna grab the blue in. Just kind of scattering a few. Put the blue on this side. Oh, meant to grab a dot. Whoops. That dot really likes me. There we go. I like that. I can see I can put a heart right there. It'll be a great place to use one. There we go. I'm liking it. All right, let's see if we are finished out. Like this little spot up here you could bring in some yellow too, if you have some of the yellow bling from your stash. I think this goes down too far. Let's pull that one up and move it up that way a little bit. There we go. This looks sad and lonely all by itself. Oh, that's a medium. Let's grab a little small heart just to kind of add to that. Give us the grouping of the 3. I'll put it on this side. There we go. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Now, if you are doing a July 4th with fireworks and all the things for this, a great thing to add would be silver stickles. I think would look great with this collection. You could do so much with that. But here it is. And you can see now for our trip to Ellis Island, I have so much room to journal on this little pull out. I'll be able to do all kinds of things. And I will probably type that, so I'll get even more about that hard hat tour. But this is the immigration visitation area. These are all the buildings. It's so much bigger than what you get to go in. You get to go into one building. All these buildings, this was a medical facility. They housed the mentally and the physically ill. They housed people with infectious disease. People came from all over the world to just hear people speak at Ellis Island teach. It was a state-of-the-art medical facility for its time. I would have known none of that if we hadn't taken that hard hat tour. So this is a picture of the inside, and over here I have the outside. This was a wonderful day. I highly recommend taking it as a trip. We had a beautiful day, not like the 100 degrees we have going on right now, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. Oh, I didn't even see it there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this crafty time with me. I sure have enjoyed it with you. And please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help me out here in the YouTube community. And if you leave me a comment or a question, I'll be sure to get back with you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.